You know that feeling, right? You wait for weeks to see a doctor, and then the appointment itself is over in what, 5 minutes? Well, that's the old way. Today, we're going to look at how technology is giving healthcare a massive and much-needed makeover. It's changing literally everything.
So the big question is, how is tech really changing things for us? I mean, it's way more than just some shiny new gadgets. We're talking about a complete overhaul of how we get care and manage our health day to day.
And to really get a handle on this, we're going to dive into 4 specific case studies. Each one pulls back the curtain on a different piece of this puzzle, showing us a future of healthcare that, honestly, is already starting to happen. Let's jump in.
Okay, first up, telemedicine. It feels normal now, but do you remember when a video call with your doctor sounded like something out of a sci-fi movie? So what was the big push that took it from a kind of niche idea to a total healthcare essential?
Well, this timeline really tells the story. For years, telemedicine was just stuck. It was fighting against a wall of skepticism and red tape. And then, bam, the pandemic hit and changed everything, practically overnight. Now, it's just a standard part of the healthcare toolkit, and the real focus has shifted to making it a smooth, integrated part of our long-term care.
And this is what that evolution looks like in practice. You have companies like Halodoc in Indonesia that have built this incredible one-stop shop. We're talking consultations, pharmacy delivery, lab tests, all in a single app. It's pretty much like having an entire hospital right there in your pocket.
All right, so from virtual visits, let's turn to the digital eye of AI. This is wild. It's learning to spot tiny details in medical scans that even the most well-trained human eye could potentially miss. But as you're about to see, the road from a cool idea to actual clinical practice is, well, it's a bit bumpy.
Yeah, getting an AI diagnostic tool into a hospital is a huge undertaking. You can almost think of it like training a brand new doctor. First, you need the raw tech. That's the AI algorithm. Then it has to go through its own version of med school, which means tons of testing and validation. After that, it needs to get its official license. That's regulatory approval. And finally, it has to do its residency, learning to fit into the super complex world of a working hospital.
And this slide just perfectly captures the current dilemma. On one hand, the promise of AI is just massive. We have studies showing it can be as good as, or sometimes even better than, a human expert. But then you have the reality. It's expensive, it's tough to integrate, and frankly, a lot of people are still skeptical. It's a classic story of brilliant tech meeting the messy, complicated real world.
Okay, so we've seen how tech is shaking up the hospital, but what about our own personal health? Our next case study looks at the gadgets we're all starting to wear every day and how they're quietly becoming our personal health guardians.
I mean, remember when your watch just told you the time? It's crazy to think about. Now, these things are tracking our steps, our heart rate, our blood oxygen. All of that data is being crunched by smart analytics to spot potential problems. And pretty soon, it'll all be sent directly to our doctors. It's like having a 24/7 health checkup right on your wrist.
And the market for this stuff, it's just mind-blowing. By 2027, the wearables market in just one country, Indonesia, is projected to be worth $1.5 billion.
And this really isn't just about selling more gadgets. No, this is a fundamental shift in how we approach healthcare. It's becoming more personal, more proactive, and yeah, it's literally something we can wear.
So we've covered the flashy, futuristic tech, but for our last case study, we're going to talk about the unsung hero of healthcare innovation. This is the invisible engine that makes everything else run better. You might not see it, but you will definitely feel its impact.
It's called workflow optimization. It sounds kind of boring, but think of it like the ultimate air traffic controller for a hospital. It's all about managing the flow of patients, information, and staff to make sure everything runs as smoothly as possible. It's the invisible force that keeps the whole system from just grinding to a halt.
And this chart really shows how it solves some of the biggest headaches we all face. You know, those super long wait times, getting sent to the wrong specialist, doctors not talking to each other. These are exactly the kinds of problems that this behind-the-scenes tech is designed to fix, making the entire experience way less frustrating for all of us.
So you see, this isn't about one single massive revolution. It's really about 1,000 tiny ones. Each little improvement in the system adds up to create a healthcare experience that's more efficient, less annoying, and ultimately just better for patients.
So what's the big takeaway here? I think it's this. Real, meaningful innovation in healthcare isn't about finding one single magic bullet. It's about all these different pieces, telemedicine, AI, wearables, and these workflow tools all connecting and working together to build a stronger, smarter system. And as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with one final thought to chew on. As all this technology gets smarter and more powerful, the real challenge isn't just about building better tech. It's about how we make sure healthcare stays fundamentally human. Finding that perfect balance between high tech and high touch, that's going to be the key to the future.